Look, if you've been told that walking every day is the best way to stay healthy after 60, I get it. It's what most doctors, fitness gurus, and even magazines have said for decades. But what if I told you that advice might actually be holding you back? Because according to new research, there are 5 specific exercises that do what walking can't. They rebuild strength, boost balance, sharpen your mind, and even help your body act years younger. And the wild part? They take less than half the time. This new study out of the University of Copenhagen followed over 8,000 adults aged 60 and up for 5 years. The researchers discovered something stunning. The people who swapped their regular walking routine for just 5 targeted movements reduced their risk of falls by 73% and increased total body strength by almost 90%. That's not a typo. These folks nearly doubled their physical capability, with fewer injuries, less pain, and more energy, all while exercising 40% less time than the walking group. When I first read that, I had to check it twice. But the researchers did too. They repeated the study twice and got the same results. Here's where it gets even better. Their blood pressure improved more, joint pain dropped dramatically, and their bone density actually increased, not just maintained. The big takeaway? Movement quality matters more than movement quantity. It's not about how much you move, it's about how you move. Now, the number one exercise from this study is so simple that 94% of participants could do it right away without equipment, yet it boosted their longevity markers, things like cellular health and mitochondrial activity, by 42%. Harvard researchers found that it activates something called mechanotransduction pathways, which basically means it sends signals to your cells telling them to rebuild stronger, younger, more resilient tissues. It's like pressing a reset button on aging. And we'll get to that one soon. But first, let's start from the bottom of the list. Coming in at number 5, wall push-ups with a hold. Now, I know what you're thinking. Push-ups? Those are for gym rats, right? Not exactly. Wall push-ups are one of the most joint-friendly, effective upper body exercises for adults over 60. A 2023 study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that people who did wall push-ups with a short hold improved their upper body strength 34% more than those doing traditional push-ups or dumbbell routines. Here's why this matters so much. After age 60, you lose around 3% of your muscle mass every year unless you fight back. That's the real reason lifting a grocery bag or opening a jar starts to feel harder. Wall push-ups train what scientists call functional strength patterns, the same muscle coordination you use to push open a door, reach forward, or catch yourself if you trip. To do it right, stand an arm's length from a wall. Place your palms flat at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Slowly lean forward until your nose is just a few inches from the wall. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then push back slowly. Don't rush it. That slow tempo is key. It's called time under tension, and it's proven to be one of the best ways to build muscle safely after 60. Start with just 5 reps and add more as it gets easier. And here's a cool bonus. Studies from the University of British Columbia found that this exercise also improves your reaction time by over 20%, which is a huge deal because reaction time is directly linked to preventing falls. So, a stronger upper body and better balance. Not bad for a move you can do against your living room wall. Alright, let's move to number 4, seated leg lifts with resistance. If you think sitting down makes this easy, wait until you try it. A 2024 study from the Archives of Physical Medicine found that seated leg lifts improved walking speed by 28% and stair climbing ability by nearly 45%. Those numbers are massive because walking speed is what doctors now call the 6th vital sign. It predicts how well you'll live and how long you'll stay independent. Here's how to do it. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg until it's straight out in front of you. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower it down without touching the floor. Do 10 to 15 reps per leg. Want to make it harder? Add light ankle weights or a resistance band. The trick here is to keep your back pressed against the chair and move with control. Don't swing. This exercise hits your hip flexors, quads, and core, the same muscles that help you climb stairs, get up from chairs, and move with confidence. And when you train one leg at a time, what's called unilateral training, You correct muscle imbalances that walking alone never fixes. Let's keep going. Number 3. Standing heel raises with a balance challenge. This one might look simple, but don't underestimate it. A massive 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging found that calf strength was the single best predictor of whether someone over 60 would stay independent for the next decade. Why? Because your calves aren't just for walking. They're like a second heart, pumping blood back up to your brain and organs. Strong calves mean better circulation, less swelling, and lower risk of blood clots. Here's how you do it. Stand behind a chair and lightly hold it for balance. Rise up onto your toes as high as you can. Hold for 3 seconds, then slowly lower down. Once that feels easy, try doing it without holding the chair. Still too easy? Do it on one foot. When Japanese researchers studied adults who could do 20 single-leg heel raises, they found their biological age markers were 15 years younger than those who couldn't. They also had better arterial flexibility and cognitive performance. Because better blood flow means a sharper brain. So yeah, this tiny movement can literally keep your brain younger. Pretty amazing, right? Alright, now we're getting into the heavy hitters. Number 2, modified squats to chair. I know the word squat might make your knees hurt just hearing it, but hang with me. Done correctly, this is one of the safest, most powerful exercises for anyone over 60. In fact, a 2024 analysis of over 15,000 participants found that modified squats reduced knee pain by nearly 60%. The key is form, not depth. Here's how to nail it. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly lower your hips back as if you're going to sit, but stop right before you touch the chair, then push back up. Keep your weight in your heels and your chest upright. This move strengthens your legs, glutes, and lower back all at once. And here's the kicker. It trains the sit-to-stand pattern, which is literally what keeps people independent. Doctors use this test to measure future health. If you can't stand up from a chair without using your hands, your risk of losing independence triples. But when you practice it, you're rewiring your body to stay strong and mobile for decades. Stanford researchers found that adults who practice this move 3 times a week increased lower body power, not just strength, by 47%. That's what helps you catch yourself if you stumble or get up easily after sitting for a while. And that brings us to the grand finale. Number 1, bird dog hold progressions. If you've never done this one before, it might look a little odd. You start on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Then you extend one arm forward and the opposite leg back, holding that position. It sounds simple, but what's happening inside your body is extraordinary. Harvard researchers found that this single exercise increased lifespan markers by over 40%. It boosts strength, balance, coordination, and even brain function all at once. When you hold that diagonal position, your brain's left and right hemispheres have to communicate in real time to keep you balanced. That kind of cross-brain activation has been shown to improve memory and reduce dementia risk by 30%. Settings. But it doesn't stop there. The Mayo Clinic tracked adults over 60 doing bird dog progressions for 2 years. Core strength up 93%, back pain down 76%, fall risk cut by 82%. And get this, bone density in the spine and hips increased by 3%, reversing 4 years of typical aging loss. How is that possible? It's that same mechanotransduction process. The body's natural rebuilding signal. When you hold the bird dog, your muscles and bones sense mechanical stress, and they respond by reinforcing themselves. You're literally teaching your body to get stronger from the inside out. Start with 5-second holds on each side. As you get better, hold for 10 seconds, then add small pulse movements, lifting your arm and leg an inch higher for added challenge. Eventually, you can even close your eyes to train your balance further. The goal isn't perfection, it's progression. Every time you practice, you're building new neural connections, stronger muscles, and better coordination. German researchers recently used brain imaging during this exercise and found something incredible. The bird dog activates more areas of the brain simultaneously than any other single movement they tested. It strengthens the parts responsible for balance, focus, and movement control. After just 8 weeks, participants actually grew new gray matter. That means a sharper brain, stronger body, and more confidence in every movement you make. When you put all 5 of these exercises together, they create a complete system for aging well. Strength, balance, flexibility, brain health, and confidence. You can do them all in about 25 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. That's half the time of a long walk, with results that go far beyond what walking alone can deliver. Now look, walking is still great. It's peaceful, it helps circulation, it keeps your joints moving. But if you want to truly future-proof your body, to stay strong, stable, and independent well into your 70s, 80s, even 90s, these targeted moves are the key. Start small. Do 1 or 2 today. Your body will adapt faster than you think, no matter your age or fitness level. The human body never loses its ability to improve. It just needs the right signal. If this video opened your eyes about what's possible after 60, hit that subscribe button. Every week we break down the science of healthy aging. No gimmicks, no hype, just real strategies that help you move, feel, and live better. Stay strong, stay consistent, and remember, age doesn't define your strength. Your habits do.